Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And yeah, I haven't posted my updates in the last couple of weeks as there just really wasn't a lot going on progression-wise, but we're going to condense those 3 weeks into this one, so thanks for checking out my week, I think, 18 update video for my Marksman Hunter journey here in the second season of the War Within. I think it's week 18. Anyway, so I did some amazing things this last week. So we're going to kind of condense all these 3 weeks together. Where I was invited by my friend Carm and her guild, First Degree Burger. So thank you guys for the invitation to raid with them. And we cleared the first 4 bosses on Mythic. They were actually progressing on Styx Bunk Junker. And we got the kill. So I'll have those videos up. I've already got one of them, which was Rick Reverb. And I've got a couple of others. I'll probably be kind of raiding with them off and on for the rest of the season. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a lock and stock down, or maybe even head into the Galagio itself before the end of the season. And then also, we did progress a couple of weeks ago and got our first 14 done. I don't remember if I said that. So we have for our Mythic Plus, I'm now at 3073. Have that 14, which was a goal of ours, was to just progress and do better than we did last season. And we had 5 13s and 3 12s. So now we went 13s across the board and 1 14. I think we're done pushing. So we'll just be fishing for things from the vault, or at least get my 3,000 gold. But I have a Mythic track slots. I'm really praying for the ring or the bow that drops off of Cauldron. So I'm really, or Carnage. I always say Cauldron. I don't think it's even called that. What is it called? It's going to bug me. Oh, Cauldron of Carnage. There we go. I guess I was right. I keep calling it Crucible previously. There we go. But I have 2 Myth Track slots, which we're going to open here in just a second. We're actually going to flip this video. Normally I open and then throw it over to Future Me and see how the week went. But we're just going to go ahead and do a condensed video for this one. I've made some great progress there, and we met our other stretch goal, was the triple threat title. So I will have one video of me tanking on my Druid. I believe it's going to be a Priory. That was so much fun, and I'm so appreciative of my guild that were really willing to work with me, and I learned a lot. So now I think I could go in there and probably do some 7s and 8s fairly easily as a healer or a tank. Obviously we have a ton of gear. My Druid is, I think, 674 or so. So the gear was there, but I just was very appreciative of my group, and actually Rend and Tipsy got it as well. So congratulations to both of them as well. So I'll be using that triple threat title almost exclusively on Fat Albert for here on out. And then this last week was actually not Comp Stomp, it's the Break the Meta. There we go. Comp Stomp's in a couple of weeks. Ren's been reminding me in Discord. But we had the Break the Meta, so Marksman wasn't available and neither was Beast Mastery. So I had to bring out the Year of the Spear. Probably didn't do the best, so you might want to look away if you're a survival hunter main or enthusiast. But I did manage to get in there, and we did a couple of 10s. And I think I held my own for the most part, with or without a good build or rotation. But it's okay. It was a lot of fun, and that's what matters. So this coming week, Rend and we're going to be diving just headfirst into all of the bonus chances at mounts. So I won't have a ton of like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. But we're going to be working on getting some mounts. My goal before the end of this event is going to be to get Sylvanas' mount and Gmod. Those are my goals. And then Rend and I will be working on time walking, since we can continue to get that time walking mount eventually. I have some characters I want to level up before Comp Stomp. That's why the Comp Stomp was in my head. And then we have PvP. So we're looking at probably a month, maybe 5 weeks until the tier ends. So we have to get, I think, 40 wins. 40 wins, and then however much I need for my saddle, because that was my stretch goal, was to get the mount and the saddle, because we already got 1,800, and the ultimate other stretch goal would be to try to beat what we did last season, which was 2084. So our goal would be 2100. That's a lofty goal, and maybe that's more of a season 3 thing, but we've been having a ton of fun, and I'm so glad that you guys are hanging out with us and kind of joining us on our journey. And then looking ahead at Season 3 for the PTR, Marksman's looking really strong. maybe too strong. We'll have to wait and see. But I've been working on different builds and trying those out, and I will have those videos later on this week. I have a Dark Ranger done completely. I did single target, it's already up, and then AoE will be right after that, and then I'll turn my attention to Sentinel, and then there will inevitably be a bunch of tuning passes and all that, and there'll be some changes too, and I'll have videos for that as well. All right, I've talked too much. I have had a really, really blessed last couple of weeks. Got nothing out of my vaults for the last 3 weeks. So we're due, right? Again, what I'm after exclusively, because we have the first 4 bosses, got 2 chances, is that Tournament Arc or Faded Championship Ring. And Blizzard, might I add, that Faded Championship Ring, I have killed Heroic Cauldron 14 times, and we have never seen it. So maybe that means it's going to show up in my vault. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Best of luck getting something awesome out of your vault. I hope you do. It's going to help you in Season 3. Let's get started. Okay. As customary, I will block it off here on the screen. Come on, just one of those 2 items and I'm golden. Let's look down here first. We got grips, coif, and some pants. Okay, no big deal. I'm actually going to check Mythic next. Mythic. So we have another Cujo's Flame Vents. I have seen this trinket in my vault 5 times. I take pictures every week. I'll update it down in the comments. At least 3 for sure. So here we go. Gear Grinder Spare Keys is my hero track item. That was something I always see in the vault, so I'm glad that that is not one of the options for myth track. All right, here we go. First myth item is... all right, Sash of the Fierce Diva. You know, the belt that we have another belt for. All right, well, I've got one other choice. And it is... okay, I'll take it. There we go. You guys already saw it. But that is a myth track weapon. That'll actually outpace my crafted weapon. So that's officially a 684 bow. And it's heavy haste, which is what I really need if I'm going to continue to play Dark Ranger into Season 3, which is what I'm most likely going to do because I love the playstyle. It's really strong right now in the PTR, but it's fun for me. I really, really like playing Dark Ranger. Not that I don't love Sentinel as well. For the first time in a long time, regardless of how you want to play your Marksman Hunter, we're in a real good spot. And it's definitely time for us to take our spot in the spotlight. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll figure out how I'm going to be posting the week 19. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.